the truth will set you free. To question the truth, one has to go to the mind. But the catch is, truth never has to be questioned. You don't have to reassure yourself something to be real when it's already true. So again, anytime the truth has to be questioned, it has to come from the mind for the questioning of it. So when someone has to question the truth, they have to go to their thoughts in their mind to question that truth. But why question something that's already real? Because when you're questioning something that's already real, you don't believe it to be true. When you are debating something that's already real, then you are debating the truth. And to debate or question anything, it's always going to be inside your mind. Because what's already real can never be found in your mind. It can never be found in your thoughts. You cannot find real in your mind. And this is why. Because another way of thoughts of the mind is basically the house of creation. It's the place where we make up. It's the place where we create. It's the place where we customize. It's the place where we judge, the place where we assume, the place where we guess. So that is why it's a place that truth cannot be found. Now you can look up truth of what's already real that's outside of your mind. But when you do that, then you're putting a second best on what's already number one. And that is considered, the number one is instant truth. See? The most real you will ever get out of anything about you is through instant truth. And what that means is this: the key to instant truth is just being real. Because when you're being real, you create instant truth. You create truth instantly. And that's because what's real is already there. What's real is already understood. What's real don't have to be debated. What's real don't have to be reassured. What's real don't have to be questioned, customized at all. And if you do any of that except being real instantly, then you have to do it in your mind. You gotta do it through your thought process. And when you go that route, that just tells you nothing real comes out of the mind. But everything made up, everything created, nothing that comes into something, everything you create from nothing to make it something is pretty much cloning the truth with lies, basically. I can't think of the right way to say it. Because when it's not instant truth, then it's only reconstructed truth. And to reconstruct anything, you have to come up here and do it. Because again, it's the house of creation. And you can't create truth. You can't create something that's already real. You can't pull apart something that's real. You can't debate something that's real. You can't, like I said, question something that's real. You can't try to find something else to replace something that's real by seeking out or searching something that cannot be found, but it can only happen inside the mind. So when you do any of that I just put out there, then you're being fake with yourself, and you're betraying what's already real, which is the natural you. Because in order for truth to be, you got to be real. In order for real to be, you got to be genuine. In order for genuine to be, you got to be natural. In order to be natural, the key to being natural, which is the core of being real, is just being. You just simply got to be. And everything else will take its course. So that means basically, if it ain't natural, it's not real. And in the mind, nothing is natural. You cannot bring forth natural by bringing in your thoughts to try to find it. Because natural is already there. It's already understood. It's already known. It's already waiting to be released. And you can't put titles on natural. You can't put labels on natural. You can't make something out of natural. And like I said, if it ain't natural, then it can't be real. And nothing in the mind is natural. It's all premeditated, customized, created, looked upon, searched, seeked out, debated, like I already said, just brought together, put together in some form, some way to your customization, your personal customization that you feel is needed before you actually let it out. Well, the truth is this. A lot of people don't realize you don't gotta think about what you gotta say before you actually say it. Or you ain't got to think in your mind like, oh, it's not come out right, or it's gonna sound crazy or stupid if I don't pre-think it before I say it. That's the trap. That's what the mind trap is. It keeps you trapped in the mind thinking you gotta survive from your mind to be actively real. And that's impossible. Something cannot be considered naturally real and be created at the same time. So that being said, if you feel like you have to create anything that's already real by putting it in your head, then you already losing, because you're being fake to yourself. And the worst thing you can do and the fakest thing you can do is to be fake to yourself. It's to deny what is already there, which is already real. We are already naturally fully complete since birth. Since birth. Fully complete. Meaning everything needs to come out. Everything that is real will come out naturally if you just let it be without attachments and release it in the form, not in the form, that's attachments, and release it for what it already is. You see what I mean? Like, embrace everything, resist nothing. See, when you resist something that's real, then you are My bad. Let me say it again. So when you resist something that's already real, that's ready to come out, and you resist it, then you are being fake to yourself. You're playing yourself. You are denying yourself what it truly already is unfolding throughout your life. And you have to question, like I said. So when you got to resist it. If something's already there, waiting to come out, there's no need for resistance. The only time that people resist is when they're not sure, when they got to reassure themselves, when they had to understand what's already understood eternally, when they had to know what is already naturally known. I'm just saying this. The mind, like I said, it's the house of creation, the makeup process. To customize, to guess, assume, judge, to reconstruct what is already constructed in the realest manner it can already be, without even being bothered. So, like I was saying to you, the most pure, raw, naked truth you will ever get will always be instant truth. And instant truth can never be thought about because it's instant. And instant truth is already ready for the unfolding. And that's because everything about us is already fully complete. We're already real. We are what real is. There's no reason to secure that idea of it not being that by bringing it to your mind, to the creating process, to the, like I said, to the makeup process. You will never find truth inside of thoughts. Okay. Now you can find truth that's already active in your life and reclone it to a second best to something that's already a number one. And that goes back to what I mean by instant truth. To instantly be real is what instant truth is, without premeditated truth of your thought process of connecting it to the idea of what you think the real version of it should be. See, when you're real, you ain't gotta understand it. You ain't gotta know it. You ain't gotta complicate it by picking it apart. You ain't gotta, it's understood. It's understood eternally so deep within you that it's already 10 steps ahead of you waiting to come out before you realize it's already there. And that's why some people have to go to the mind, because they don't realize that we are already fully complete. That means everything you say, the words come out perfect. You ain't got to think about it. Everything that you do is going to come out real because you ain't got to think about it. When you think of something, you're delaying the process of being real. You're delaying the process of delivering the truth in the manner that it needs to come out. So when you are real mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally, visually, spiritually, when you are real and aligned in that manner in a whole, then truth is already prepared and ready to come out in an instant. And it's impossible to have instant truth when you think before you let out. That destroys the instant truth, which is the most truth you will ever get by just being. You can't be and be in the head. You can't, okay, like I said, you can't be real and flash it through your mind and let it out. You can't. Being real with truth don't need nothing else. It don't need to be clarified. It don't need to be reassured. It don't need to be connected anywhere up here at all. In here at all. It don't. The problem is people just believe or think that they had to think in their mind before they let something out. It's gotta be, it's gotta be inspected. It's gotta be basically verified of what it already is without having to be verified at all before they can let it out. Now, I'm just telling you, whether you see it or whether you know it, whether you understand it or whatever, you're being fake when you do that. When you gotta go to your mind, like I said, to verify the truth, which is already real, which means don't need to be verified, then you being fake to yourself. You playing yourself. You are doubting yourself. You are questioning the pure, raw, naked truth. And that's all I was gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.